Hi crafty friend, it's Justine DeWork. Welcome back to the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel. Today is one of my favorite kinds of videos because it is release day. That means I get to give you a close-up look at all the brand new products that have just arrived to the Pajama Crafter Stamps shop. And I will be sharing each of the new products with you in today's video. You'll get a chance to look up at the screen and see some amazing inspiration from the design team that will be sprinkled on throughout this video. I always love seeing how different everyone's style and technique comes together using the same products. So as we go through today's release, I'd love to know which one is your favorite, what product is your favorite, what is going to be on in your wish list right away today. And be sure to leave me a comment below so we know what is your favorite. And by the end, I'll also tell you how you can have even more inspiration from this release by checking out the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel and blog, and a special design team hop that is happening right now today. And that will be going up at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 Central on Instagram, and there'll be a little chance for you to win a little something special. So be sure to check out the Instagram hop, and that will be the Color Me Happy Instagram hop. All right, well, let's get started because I know you want to see what is new. As we're going, if you find that you are wanting even more of a close-up look, I will have everything linked as product links in the description so you can have direct links right to the Pajama Crafter Stamps website where you can shop your little crafty heart out. And I appreciate that you use those links because those are collaboration affiliate links for me, and that helps me out, and it also gets you right to where you need to be. So be sure to use the links that are in the description of this video when you go to shop. The first new item is called Fin Happens 6x6 paper pad. This is a paper pack that has 24 double-sided sheets of 12 designs. So in here, it is a very bright, fresh color palette, perfect for summer. You're going to find some navy blues, light blues, reds, really crisp whites, and perfect for some nautical patterns. There's waves, stripes, polka dots, shark fins, bubbles. And I think that you'll love this for summer. So some of the pattern paper that I have in my craft area is one of the really easiest ways to add interest to cards because all you do is add some color there. Sometimes when I get stuck when I'm stamping, I will use the colored pattern paper to drive my color choices. So I always love colored cardstock and patterned paper. So you can use some of this for backgrounds. You can layer patterns together, cut out banners, borders, die cut shapes. And of course, this will coordinate perfectly with some other shark themed products in the release. I think you'll find yourself reaching for this quite often, especially for maybe some vacation style cards, masculine cards, birthday cards, scrapbook layouts, and even more. So you are going to see some of the samples that I'm showing here today with that, and you can also check out the website for more. The second paper pad is called Celestial Dreams 6x6. I think this will be my favorite patterned paper from 2026 from all companies because I absolutely love space-themed cards. I think that it is just very dreamy, if you will, and you do not have to do any ink blending or splattering to get a really gorgeous galaxy background. The patterned paper is even more stunning in person. It is just incredible. There's depth to this paper that is just gorgeous. So if you like creating galaxy backgrounds, but you don't want all the mess or you don't want all the time to get that galaxy background, this gives you all of that really gorgeous color and depth without having to do any work at all. So the papers have nebulas, deep blues, stars, There's kind of like a moon shadow in one, and the one in the bottom right corner, do you see that greenish one? I think that is surprisingly one of my favorites. And I did use several of those paper packs with some of the space themed cards that I will show you in some of the other exciting things to come. But some of them are kind of subtle, some of them are bold and dramatic, but I love all the backgrounds. Again, perfect for some of those masculine or space themed cards. I think that you will love it. You can even take some of your scraps. So 6x6 patterned paper. If you use A2 size cards, you're going to have a little bit of scrap. Grab like a circle punch or any kind of circle and then punch out some of those scraps. And now you have gorgeous little planets. Love that. This paper is gorgeous. There's so many possibilities. So again, be on the lookout for some of those new papers that are going to be mixed in with some of the new stamps in some of the pictures that I'm going to show you here in just a bit. Since we are on the space theme, let's talk about the new stamp set that is called Such an Asteroid. This is so fun for space themed cards. It is really fun little astronauts. There is a little gal and a guy and a really detailed rocket, a meteor, and some stars. I think that you're going to find some of the punny sentiments really fun. But I love how this set, you can really build a complete scene, and some of the images are large enough to be a focal point on the card just as they are. So it just depends on the look that you're going for, but you can totally mix and match some of these items with one more stamp set that I will show you in just a bit, but they're perfect for birthdays, encouragement cards, kids cards, masculine cards, or anyone who loves space, science, etc. You can pair this with that paper pad that I just showed you from the Celestial Dreams paper pad. And again, you have an instant galaxy background for your stamped images. It really could not be easier to have a complete scene with this stamp set and then that patterned paper. You can create gorgeous galaxies, backgrounds. Again, you can use little punch outs to make planets. You can have stars, and there's just so many opportunities to be creative with this stamp set. So here is some gorgeous samples from our design team. Okay, we're going to take a little break from outer space and come back down to Earth, and we're going to take a dive into the snack cupboard or a dive into the ocean. And I think that this charcuterie board stamp set has to be one of the most clever pun style sets that I've seen in a long time. The main image features this shark-shaped charcuterie board, say that 5 times fast, filled with all sorts of little treats. It's so funny, it's so creative, and it really is like nothing else I have in my craft room. So I am really enjoying coloring and playing around with this. There are some coordinating sentiments that are full of really fun shark puns that are bound to make anybody smile if they got this card. This would be a great set for birthday cards, summer party, like if you're hosting a party or going to a party and giving a host card to someone, like a beach party, invitations, retirement card would be fun. I mean, who doesn't love a charcuterie board? You can put anything on there, and now it's a charcuterie. Isn't that funnier? But this will be perfect to pair with that Finn Happens paper pad. You'll see one of the samples. I used that really gorgeous paper pad with this stamp set, And those nautical patterns really help kind of tie everything together. But something that I love about this image is all the coloring opportunities, if you will, with the stamp set. You can color your stamps realistically, but some of the shapes, how it was drawn, you can go ahead and make those different things. So like the circles in the front, you can color them like an olive, or you can color them like a slice of fruit or a cracker or a cookie. I mean, it just kind of depends on how you want, just like your own actual charcuterie board. If you make one in your kitchen, you can make it exactly how you want. You can make it really bright, playful. There's really no wrong way to use it. Same with that little shape that's on the right side on the bottom of the board. It kind of looks like a pineapple slice. If you see my project in a little bit here, you're going to see that I colored it to look like a life ring, but you could also color it to look like a peach ring, like the candy. There's so many opportunities for coloring and making this your own. And I think you're going to love the samples that our design team has come up with. So let's take a look at those. All right, we're going back up to outer space for our next stamp set. This is the I Come in Peace stamp set. And I smiled so hard when I first saw these images because I already told you I love outer space, but I love donuts. I know they're not good for the waistline, but they make me smile. And these stamps also made me smile when I saw them. But these little aliens are so absolutely adorable. They're riding around in these little donut-shaped UFOs that makes them even more cute. I know the person who drew this stamp set, and I think that she's super clever for doing this one. So way to go. They're all lighthearted. They're so whimsical, and I know this is going to make anybody smile. And I cannot wait for you to see the samples. So just like hang on to your chair to see the samples. The design team was just kicking it out of the park for this one. But something I love about these images is that they're just so full of personality. They have expression, and one of them's waving. They're just so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. But they're perfect for friendship cards, thinking of you cards, and these are really great to pair with some of the interactive elements. If you didn't know, Pajama Crafter Stamps has those little spinners. Those just came into the shop last month. They also have little sliders. They have wobblers. So some of these would be really easy interactive cards that you could make with just a few little things. So you're going to see some of those little interactive elements shown in some of the samples, but you're also going to see some more of these samples in some of the videos that the design team has planned for the next several weeks. So you'll see them, but I know that you're going to love these little aliens. So let's check out the samples from the design team. Moving right along to the last two stamp sets. Yes, two, because they do kind of work in tandem together. So first you're going to see here the breaking news stamp set. And in just a minute, you'll see the in the news stamp set. So these were made to coordinate together. So they've been designed that way. The breaking news stamp creates like a whole background for a newsroom. And the best part about this stamp is it is 6x6 sized. So you can really decide on where you want your card to be used as a focal area, or you can even bump up the size on your card and use them on bigger cards, or you can even bump up to that dreaded A9, which is a half a sheet of paper, and you would have tons of room still left over for coloring the entire newsroom. I absolutely enjoyed so much coloring the newsroom. I went crazy. I actually used this stamp set for my hop card. So remember, if you check out that hop, you can see it. But I made a pumpkin spice latte breaking news style card. And I think that you're going to maybe giggle at that one. But this whole scene, you've got the anchor desk, you've got the city skyline, you have the studio lighting, a huge globe in the background, the breaking news on the front. And it's just really a creative stamp. But let's go right back to that city skyline. If you take a look there, you're going to see in a couple of the samples from the design team, they actually masked out the whole scene on the background and then put in their own scene. So you can kind of treat that like a TV screen if you wanted, instead of a city skyline, which is super fun if you wanted to create some other scenes you can pull in from your stash and make a scene. Someone pulled in, I think it was maybe Cynthia, I think from our design team, pulled in some of the shark stamp sets. So it kind of looks like the breaking news, there's a shark, you know? So kind of fun. And then with that coordinating one, the in the news, this gives you the other little kind of details that are going to customize the newsroom. So you have the news anchors. You can have a gal and a guy, or you can just use one. It doesn't matter. You can have weather icons, signs, headlines, all sorts of accessories to make that work. There is a ton of fantastic assortment of sentiments. I don't know what I was going with that, but there's just a ton of sentiments that will be really great to customize your card for birthdays, encouragement, congratulations, thanking of you, thank you. I think there's even a good get well. So this will be perfect for any of those news style cards, maybe like breaking news, we just got engaged, or breaking news, they're having a baby, you know, something really exciting. I think this would be a great stamp set to use in that celebration situation. All right, let's take one last look at some more of the products that the design team has turned into beautiful projects. All right, and that wraps up this close-up look at this month's Pajama Crafter Stamps release. I really hope you've enjoyed getting a lovely look at some of the brand new products. Remember that it's now time for more inspiration. So head over to the design team hop that is now underway on Instagram. Remember that we have a pretty big design team and people are sharing projects featuring today's release along with the other favorite Pajama Crafter Stamps products that have been previously released. And it's all about coloring and celebrating color. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. It is so amazing to see how many different styles and techniques and ideas that everybody has from our team. I think I don't know, maybe I'm just like biased, but I think we have a really great design team. And be sure to check out the Pajama Crafter Stamps blog, and you can go ahead and get even more inspiration over there. I think that the Pajama Crafter Stamps blog is like a hidden gem. So I will have that linked in the description of this video, as well as a direct link to the Pajama Crafter Stamps Instagram account where you can go ahead and jump off your hopping from there. So if you've enjoyed today's video, again, I would really appreciate it if you did give it a thumbs up. We are continuing to grow the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel here in 2026. We did hit a huge goal marker of 1,000 subscribers this year, and we are so thankful. So if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. And if you are brand new to this channel, be sure to subscribe before you head over. I would love to invite you to click to the next video. I'm going to have an end screen here in just a little bit, full of some more videos that you'll probably want to check out next from our design team. So happy hopping, happy crafting, and enjoy your shopping. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.